Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast.
From the Back to the Past car show, presented by Spring Branch Senior High Museum Foundation, this is the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Coming up, we got another really nice-looking 57 Chevy we're going to talk to the owner about. We got lots of car people among us, and we're talking to them. Mr. Mars has a review of the new Kia NIRO, and Jeff has his weekly feature as well. Just ahead, this segment of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show, today's show sponsored by VFW Post 8790 and its auxiliary, working to vitalize and unite the Houston community and its veterans. No veteran is left behind. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars.
This guy.
We always need more Jeff Zekin. Our chief engineer, David Ainsley.
All right, David.
I'm Don Armstrong. Glad that you could be with us today on our remote broadcast here at the site of the old Spring Branch High School. That's 9016 Westview is where we are. Mm-hmm. And you're going to drive by and you go, well, there's nothing but a building there. Well, come on back. We're in the back of the building.
We're in the back.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of flags and a few signs out front. So
we're
you can
not
tell
allowed
there's
out
something
front.
going on. Yeah, they put us in the back.
We're not allowed.
Okay. Well, introduce our guest there,
So
Mr. Morris.
joining us now with this really, really nice 57 Chevy is Mr. Jim Stewart. And
That's
I'm not
James
even-
Stewart.
Jimmy Stewart.
Jimmy Stewart.
Yes, sir.
Do you go by Jimmy Stewart?
I did when I was young.
We all went by.
Up till 20, and then I became Jim.
went from a Jimmy to a Jim.
Well, I used to be a Donnie, and
Okay,
then I went
yep.
to a Don.
Went to a Don.
now he's
You
something
understand.
else we
Now
can't
I'm
talk
an
about
absolute
now.
jerk.
Okay. I've always been that way, so it's okay.
So you could relate.
I can relate.
Well, beautiful 57,
Thank you.
two-door, hard top, maroon in color, and I'm thinking that Jeff has got that up on our I can't see because the sunshine is too bright.
Yeah.
And I think that do we have the same problem that we did last week?
No,
where
I can't see where he's at.
Well, it's right here. Well, at any rate, Jim, tell me about your car. How long have you had it?
I've had it since 1983.
So it's been around. It's been in the garage a lot.
It was a garage storage facility for about almost 40 years.
Wow, really?
37. So I bought it in 83, towed it home from East Texas when we were visiting my wife's grandmother, and then sat in my garage. You know how life gets in the way.
Yes, very much so.
Sending kids to college and otherwise. So sat in my garage until 2000. At that point, or 2020, my wife said either fix it
or get rid
of it.
Yep.
So I fixed it.
Okay.
So
what did you fix?
everything.
Everything?
Pretty much. It's got a new motor. It's a 383 Blueprint Strucker engine
Gotcha.
with a Holly Sniper. It's a 700 R4 transmission, 9-inch.
So the wife
rear
can
end.
drive it.
She can. Yes, automatic.
Yeah.
She didn't want to, but she can.
Good. Has it got power steering?
Power steering,
Good.
power brakes,
Got air conditioning?
air conditioning,
Did you get vintage air in it?
of course.
Absolutely.
I think everybody gets vintage air.
And so who did the paint?
A body shop in Alvin called Alvin Auto Collision.
They can do paint there.
They can do paint there. They really can. Did a good job.
Why did you
Sounds
choose
familiar.
that color?
Well, interesting. That's an interesting question because originally I was trying to get the real bright red Lexus color.
Yes.
And the guy says, well, it's going to cost you X amount of dollars more. And he said, why don't you pick one of these colors? And that's what the color I picked. It's called a blazed red metallic pearl.
Blazed red metallic pearl.
Yep.
Okay.
So, and
Did you have? Was the car just a shell when you had it painted, or did he paint around it?
no, it was just a shell. We took the body off because I took the frame home and was working on something else on it. So he had the whole body and did it frame off.
Oh.
So
Nice.
Not necessarily rotisserie, but he had all the parts.
yeah, he had all the parts. Yeah.
Yep. Well, it's beautiful. And who did the interior?
Give me a minute.
Well, that's okay. I mean, somebody local.
Odias.
Okay.
Upholstery. They're in Stafford, a little small shop, and they mostly do upholstery for sofas and otherwise, but he also does auto interior.
But you got to bring the seats and the
Yeah,
stuff to
take
him.
everything to him, and
not just the car.
Yeah,
Right.
he has no place to put the car.
Got you.
So
Well, as far as the seats are concerned, I haven't obviously gotten up and looked in there. Are they stock?
no. So I bought. I'm trying to think of the brand name. It's a custom seat that has a armrest. I could have bought the standard seat, but I didn't have an armrest, and I just thought, well,
You got to have armrest.
Got to have armrest. My wife said, we don't have anything else. The only thing I've missed is a cup holder. So I bought a little cup holder. That sounds bad, but you don't have a cup holder.
Now, do you take it on any road trips, or is it just a show queen?
No, we just got back from Bowling Green.
Wow.
Nice. We went on the road trip.
The Corvette thing?
No, this was Tri-Fi.
Tri-Fi
Nationals.
All right.
So they had Woody's had a Tri-Fi National road trip from Dallas to Bowling Green. So we went to Shreveport, Vicksburg, Meridian, Chattanooga.
It sounds like cruising the coast.
Close.
Hot rod tour of Texas.
Yeah.
That's a good one, too.
So, but like I say, and the reason why I did that is because I just so I feel comfortable, I have people around me in case you break down.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, so I've had issues, and I just replaced. I had the original was a Holly Sniper 1, and I had nothing but pure problems. And finally, they agreed it was something. Sniper was bad. They sent me a new one, and not had any problem. Used to, I'd sit there and crank for 3 to 5 minutes to get it started.
Oh my!
Really?
Yeah, and you got a brand new engine. You think, turn the key and start right up.
Right.
And you talk to Holly, start right up. Well, no. So $1,500 later, I said, "Oh yeah, I took it to Holly specialist, and $750 is it's fixed."
No.
So finally, Blueprint was good enough; they've replaced it, and starts right
Been
up.
great ever since.
Starts up every time.
Nice.
Did they give you an indication what it was, or just
They'll never admit that.
Yeah.
No.
They won't admit whatever it was. But once again, what do? You try everything you think. I took it 2 different shops thinking that. So first, I've got people that work on my car most of the time. They do a good job, but just couldn't fix it. So I thought, well, I'll call a Holly specialist. Take it there. Yeah, didn't happen. $750 later, and so I told Holly, I said, you need to look at your specialist, because they should have caught that there's something wrong with the carburetor instead of just saying, oh, we fixed it. So, that's sad but true. So, but I have a Sniper 200 now, and it starts right up.
No problem.
No problems.
Yeah.
It's great.
So is it for sale?
No.
You just bought a car.
I know. I'm trying to help the man out. I'm trying to get Don to know.
No. This one's not for sale. This will probably remain in my family.
How long did it take you to do all that work? A couple of years?
Well, about a year.
Year?
I had done the underneath, all the drivetrain and everything we'd done earlier, but then the body and then putting it all back together took about a year and a half. So I had a guy out of Angleton, out of Alvin, that did it and put it back together, and then the body shop was in Alvin.
Gotcha.
But
sort of draw down there in Alvin, I think.
Yeah, something.
I think that there's some sort of a vegetable garden down there.
There is one.
David says him. David's down in Alvin.
You're not in Alvin. Well, but that's not Alvin.
It's close. Come on.
It's like saying I'm close.
8 miles away.
Where are you?
Friendswood.
Oh yeah, he's close. Highway 6. Come on, you're. Get the guy a break. Come on, help a brother out here. Okay?
He's an engineer, so it's.
Yeah, Joe's right there.
Of course, if he was a good engineer, he'd have the microphone down where people could hear what he's saying.
That's why he has it up. He doesn't want anybody to hear him.
Thank you, David.
I just want to go.
We know that exactly.
Thank you, David.
Do you show it often?
Not really.
Do you live close by here?
No, I live in Missouri City.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
But
I live in Sugar Land, kind of like Alvin and Friendswood.
That's right. Well, back in the 80s, nobody knew where Missouri City was.
No,
they knew
that's right.
They knew where Sugar Land was, but they didn't know where
only
Missouri
because
City.
of the sugar factory.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't build it to show. I build it to drive
Good.
and enjoy.
Very good.
And, because it's, I'll go show it, and if I win something, great. If I don't,
Who cares? Yeah.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's as much about the people and other car lovers than it is about winning a trophy.
yeah, it's talking about experiences. Well, we all have a story to tell.
Yes, we
Again,
do.
we all have
Several stories.
Yeah, saying, "Oh, did you had that problem too?" So
Now, did you grow up a car guy?
I did. I've been in Houston. I'm born and raised in Houston. So
Where'd you go to high school?
Went to Jones High School.
Jesse H. Jones.
Jesse H. Jones.
Yep.
And I don't know if you know the name Tommy Costales.
Name sounds familiar.
So the Houston Engine Balancing Service.
Yes, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Luther Costales. Luther was the big guy in the 60s. Everybody wanted him to tune your car. Well, Tommy and I went to high school together. It was his son. Tommy passed away probably 10 years ago, sometime in the last 10 years. Once I retired, I lose track of days and hours.
Good for you.
So I don't know.
I'm still working, and I lose track of days and times.
But
hours.
But Tommy
We all
and I,
have.
So we used to go out to the Dickinson drag strip
Yes, of course.
back when Don Gay was running the Infinity. And,
Houston International Raceway.
Yep.
Yes, I was there. That's where I cut my teeth.
Okay.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, and then
Yep.
they finally built the one in Baytown.
Actually, if you go down to Dickinson and over on the north side of I-45, you're going to find a Walmart there. And the Walmart is where the drag strip used to be.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I drove by there yesterday, and I was looking at it. I pointed out to my wife, said, I think right over that Walmart, I said, where it used to be. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
That's where you showed me our last trip down
Yes.
there. Yeah.
But like I say, been here all my life, and, we used to go racing in Holly Hall.
Of course we did. Yeah.
And used to go down to Bill Williams
Yep.
downtown,
Yep.
which is now Scarlet Tower.
Yep.
If you know where Scarlet Tower is.
I do.
Okay. That's
I know
where the old
I know right there.
If you grew up here, you know what I'm talking
That's
about.
all the Med Center. Is it? That's the Med
It's
Center.
the Med Center, yeah.
What he's talking about,
Yeah.
though, is right there across from Shamrock Hilton.
A little further down.
The
but
Shamrock's not there anymore, though, is it?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, it's been
I
gone.
remember I was there once. Yeah.
Yeah,
a long
Way
time
back
ago.
in the day.
That's Texas
Yeah.
A&M something.
Yeah.
But like I say, always been a car guy. My first car was a 57 Chevrolet. So
you know your way around that thing, don't you?
my first car was $32.50.
$32 and 50 cents.
And 50 cents. So the story is that my sister was dating a guy who had bought this car, and he had another car, and he parked it in a no parking zone, and they finally towed it off. And he said, if you'll go get it, you can have it. So $32.50 later, I bought it.
Oh my God! I sure hope that guy doesn't run into our camera.
Well, I sure hope not just run into us.
I hope he doesn't run into any of us.
Yeah, exactly.
But so I have. This is my third 57. So
Very nice. Well, it's a beautiful car.
thank you,
Yep, and I know that you enjoy driving it, and we enjoy looking at it.
thank you.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
And since you like to drive it, have you ever heard of the Hot Rod Tour of Texas? I'll
No.
tell you what. So you go to our website
Okay.
and look under events. We got the Tailpipes and Tacos coming up
Yep.
on November the
November
16th.
Not far from Missouri
Yeah,
City.
right.
Yep.
The last weekend in April is when the Hot Rod Tour of Texas is, but they haven't really got everything lined out. But that's a real nice 3-day run across Texas, depending
Okay.
on where they set it up.
You definitely like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be
So
fun. Yeah.
check our events. We try and keep things
Okay.
updated there.
And we'll be at Autorama.
Okay.
So
Good.
we've got 6 of our cars from the not mine. This
I was
is
going to say you're holding out on
no,
us.
our club. I'm part of the
The Tri-Fives?
Houston Classic Chevy Club.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess
They're-
that you know Biff, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
Biff was past president. I just took over this year and trying to make things work,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean.
I do. I've been involved in car clubs before, and I know all about them.
And when somebody finally says, "Okay, I've had enough," and then somebody else's turn to take over.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
That's what'll happen, I'm sure, soon.
Well, Jim,
Don, thank you.
thank you.
Donnie.
Thank you, sir.
Donnie,
Thank
yeah,
you.
Donnie.
Donnie.
It's a
David,
pleasure.
Dave,
Dave,
Michael, Mike,
Davey, do we call Davey?
Jeff,
Yeah,
His
yeah.
Eminence.
Yeah, I've never called him Davey, but
Davey.
Dave. David, whatever the case may be. Great talking to you. Hope to run into you again.
Okay, hopefully
come out to the Tailpipes and
Tailpipe
Tacos.
Tacos on the 16th.
And have you ever been out to Hemi Hideout?
We have. We went
Okay.
back in February.
Well, we got another one
February,
coming up.
March.
We got one coming
Okay.
up.
Yeah, there's another one coming up.
And it's on the events, right?
Yep.
November night.
There you go.
Okay, so I'll go online.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, go along.
Thanks, Ken.
Thank you. We
Thank
appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate
Hey,
it.
the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available 24/7 through the iHeartRadio app. Just look for In Wheel Time Car Talk. And a new daily podcast is available from your favorite podcast provider. We also video stream our live 3-hour weekly show on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break.
Free tacos again at the Tailpipes and Tacos pre-holiday cruise-in. It's been a while, but the popular Tailpipes and Tacos cruise-in returns to the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, Saturday, November 16th. Bring a new unwrapped toy and get a free breakfast taco. Toys will be donated to Toys for Tots and Houston Children's Charity. Get to the best and one of the last cruise-ins of the year. Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, November 16th, 8 to 11 a.m. Cruise in, donate a new unwrapped toy, and grab a free Lupi Tortilla breakfast taco. Tailpipes and Tacos only happens at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, 703 West Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of the Katy Freeway. It's the end of the year car show season, and what better way to celebrate than with a free taco and camaraderie at Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, November 16th, 8 to 11 a.m. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. Bring a toy, get a free Lupi taco, and feel good about heading into the holiday season at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy. Your car is a direct reflection of you, so don't be satisfied with color fade or a dingy, dull appearance. Get rid of those terrible automated car wash scratches. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your Save the Paint company. John Gray and his team of detailing experts can help your cars finish without a full repaint. Searching for the real experts in window tint or windshield protection? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Dash cams, radar detectors, Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Got a new car? Get that thing protected as soon as you take delivery. If you don't know which of the multitude of protection products to go with, John Gray will give you an honest opinion and won't sell you something you don't need or can't afford. John will help you understand the many options and pricing right on the spot. He's your guy to have your ride looking its best and protected too. See the state-of-the-art shop yourself. Free tours anytime. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is easy to get to, located just south of the Southwest Freeway on the Sam Houston Parkway. Gulf Coast Auto Shield, full-service luxury car care today, and online at gcautoshield.com.
Welcome back to the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. So, Jimmy, I told, there you go. I told David, I said, oh, it's got cutouts on it.
Yeah, thanks, Jimmy.
There it is, nice and quiet now.
Mike, why don't you push him? He needs a push.
He doesn't need to be pushed.
No, he doesn't need a push.
But at any rate, very nice car. He didn't even tell us that he had cutouts on it.
Well, he was secret. There
That's
was a
his
policeman
secret.
looking at it, if you noticed. We got it on camera.
We did?
Johnny Law was out there.
Johnny Law.
Johnny
He didn't
Law.
look underneath it, did he?
No.
Yeah, that's okay. Hey, fall car shows and
McGreedy.
cruise-ins, the remotes, we're all over it. Hemi Hideout Open House, November 9th.
It's all over us.
Followed by the holiday kickoff at Tailpipes and Tacos, November 16th. And on December 7th, the Gulf Coast Auto Shield get ready for a road trip cruise-in. We'll be sure and stop by our In Wheel Time remote broadcast booth and say hello if you would.
Jello.
All right, time now for, let's do, we can do Jeff's feature, and
Okay.
then Mr. Mars has his car review.
All right. Let me get my feature out.
Well,
was-
whatever,
that's not a
however you
problem.
want to do it. Okay.
Give me a sec here.
Sure. What is your feature about
My
today?
feature is about the Buick Motor Corporation.
Buick Motor Corporation. I
Buick.
did not know it was a Buick Motor
Yeah.
Corporation.
As soon as I get my stuff out of here, for crying out loud. Here we go.
Nailheads.
Buick is one of the oldest automobile brands in the world and is currently the oldest in the United States and still active today. Autocar was founded in 1897, which made it the oldest motor vehicle manufacturer in Western Hemisphere. Originally made the autocar, but they now build heavy trucks. The division of American automobile manufacturer General Motors, started by automotive pioneer David Dunbar, Buick in 1899. It was among the first American automobile brands that the company had established by General Motors in 1908. During the 19th century, Durant had made his fortune as co-owner, also in Flint, Michigan, with Josiah Dallas Dort of the Durant Dort.
Wait a minute. Josiah
Dallas Dort of the Durant Dort Carriage
Dort?
Company. Dort. D-O-R-T.
He's such
Dort.
a dort.
Carriage company which by 1904 was the largest carriage company in the world. Before the establishment of General Motors, the GM founder, William C. Durant, had served as Buick's general manager and a major investor. With the demise of Oldsmobile in 2004, Buick then became the oldest surviving American car maker. Thank you, Oldsmobile. There's some people out there that are a little disappointed. Today, Buick is positioned as a premium automobile brand, selling luxury vehicles, I know that because I have one, positioned above Chevrolet while priced below the flagship luxury Cadillac division. I've had those too. In North America, Buick vehicles are almost always sold alongside of GMC, another premium brand. Vehicles with multi-branded dealerships like GMC, Buick, Chevrolet, Cadillac, and things of that nature. So in the U.S. market, the share was 1.2% down by nearly half of its market share in the year 2000. However, over the same period time frame, Buick sold more than 1.4 million vehicles, recorded the brand as a record. The growth was driven by sales in China. How about that? Which accounted for 80% of the Buick sales in America during that time. So back in June of 2022, Buick Global Chief Duncan Allred announced that Buick would transition its entire lineup to electric vehicles by the year 2030 as part of a plan.
Yeah, everybody's got those.
Not going there.
No.
So nevertheless, Buick is now the oldest in America, in the world, automobile manufacturer.
I'll be darned.
Yep. How about that?
I'll be darned.
I'll be
Didn't
darned.
know that.
Well, Mr. Mike Mars here on the In Wheel Time Show
I got to get you
now
going, Michael.
has a review coming up. And what is that the review going to be on, Mike?
Well, this here is their 2024
Kia NIRO.
NIRO.
It's
SX Touring. It's a touring car.
Touring car.
Touring
It's a
car.
NIRO. So I keep thinking of Greek mythology and a Nero
Yeah,
guy.
I'm really not sure how they came up with that name, but
Nero
I mean,
is
once
burning.
you think of it, you know,
Not
it's
Nero,
there.
but Nero.
Nero.
Yeah.
And in fact, this is actually the second generation because it was this generation was introduced in 2023, so this is kind of a carryover. We're going to do a little tweaking on it,
Tweak it.
kind of get it going. Comes in 5 available trim levels. You got an LX, an EX Touring, SX, SX Touring. We happen to have the SX Touring, so we're sitting at the top of the line. And this is a really nice vehicle. So it is considered a small, compact SUV. They kind of change. Everything's growing a little bit, so they're trying to get away, I think, from the compacts and the subcompacts and just say it's small. That way you don't have to worry about people getting insulted because they got the wrong thing.
Don't
I'm
get
not
it in.
sure.
Nope.
But this one, because
You
of
would
the
know about
styling
small.
on it almost between it almost looks like a hatchback to some people, but it's not really a hatchback because of the styling on it. So it gives you a little more room in the back as far as the headroom in the back seat goes. It's not available with any all-wheel drive either, so it's got a couple of things here. Got LED lighting all the way around, including the fog lights. Got some gloss black body trim, including the rear spoiler and the roof rails. So it's got a nice combination. Whatever color you get, it's got some nice black to kind of offset it there. Power liftgate, power sunroof. We were on the optional 18-inch alloy wheels, which were also black. So once we got into it, we found out that we had leather seating surfaces. The front seats are heated and ventilated, as you would expect, or a car like this. 10.25-inch touchscreen. Now, this is the bigger one because they're up in the trim level lines. But the strange thing is it's got a wireless charger, but if you want to use Apple CarPlay or Android, you have to wire it. You can't use Bluetooth.
Oh.
It's kind of weird. It took me a little while to figure out why I couldn't connect.
Old-fashioned.
Yes. But like I say, it does have the wireless charging pad. Now, it also has a 7-speaker Harman Kardon system, so it's got plenty of tunes on it that you can crank it up. Now, up under the hood, it's got a 1.6-liter inline-4 hybrid motor. This is a hybrid. 139 horsepower, got 195 torque equivalent with a 6-speed automatic. You put this all together, and the EPA says in the city you should be looking for 53, the highway 45, combined you're looking at 49. Now, I drove this car 315 miles. I didn't have any issues with it as far as charging or keeping it going. I had to put a little gas in it, and that was about it. It is very smooth and quiet around town. I mean, this is a nice, easy driving city car. You get out on the highway, you're going to pick up a little bit of road noise that I think is probably the tires. But I also think that you could turn up that Hardin Carmen, and you didn't even notice it at all.
How about that?
Now, if you get to looking at it, base model price is $28,315 for this car. Now, the base trim price that we were driving, again, top of the line, $35,340. Now, as tested, the MSRP on this baby was $37,105.
Wow.
So if you're looking for something to compare it to, it's bigger, but the Honda CR-V hybrid kind of falls into that same hybrid, smaller type car. It is $34,050, but again, it's larger, smaller. So the Toyota Corolla Cross, which is fairly new, has, but it's closer in size. It's $28,220 is what it's going to start at. And I do want to mention that the Kia does have the 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, which I think is personally outstanding. So if you're looking for something in that smaller, compact SUV, CUV category, there's a lot of competition there. But this is one of them you ought to look at.
Perfect.
Well, Mr. Mars?
Did you hear that their next guest roll up there?
Is that it? Is that a
did.
guess?
Yes, sir.
I heard that. You have to wonder whether or not that the rest of the world heard that.
If they didn't, it's
I
on them.
bet he could make them hear it.
If they didn't hear it, then
Exactly.
they need to be doing something else.
That actually is a very nice-looking Camaro.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
And I typically, I'm not a big fan of that particular body style, but that looks really good.
It does look. It fits.
Yeah.
It
Well,
fits.
yeah,
Well,
it does.
It doesn't fit a lot because there's stuff coming out of the hood.
Yeah, there is that.
But it fits.
Got a couple
You know what
carburetors on
I
it
think
and
what
everything.
makes it? It's the grill that makes it.
I think it's the tubs. In
The
back.
tubs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into tubs.
I mean, I don't even know how you got a center section differential in there.
In my Buick's all-wheel drive, I'm going to tub out every corner.
Yeah,
I'm going to do that.
that's right.
I'm going to do that, ladies and
Do
gentlemen.
that. Okay.
It's going to happen. Okay.
Let's see here. I'm trying to.
We're getting
do
the gentleman's name and
I know.
all his details.
I'm just trying to get all of the timing just right here.
And we've got his videographers right here and everything. Look at that.
That's perfect. Well, I did have a couple of recalls I wanted to squeeze in.
Okay.
Audi, 22 to 24, the e-tron GT and the RS e-tron GT. High voltage batteries may short circuit. Stand back, buddy, because it's fixing to burn down. They had a huge fire over in the Galleria area in an apartment complex.
Oh, I heard about that.
Under an awning.
Yeah.
Okay, so all these cars are parked in there, and in the middle of the night, something caught fire, and they're thinking that it was one of the cars that was in there.
Yeah, I think.
And my guess is no, it wasn't plugged in, but we've been having reports of cars park them outside and that sort of stuff because it may. Well, I have a feeling that one of those set all of those cars on fire. There must have been at least 24 cars that burnt to the ground.
I'll be darned.
Bad.
Not good.
No. So you ain't messing with any of them electric cars. High voltage batteries may short circuit also in the Porsche Taycan 2020 to 2023 and 2020 to 2024. Okay. Vehicle door may open unexpectedly.
That's not good.
Mabel, she fell out the car. She's about a mile back
I
out
wonder
there.
why it was so quiet in here.
Chevrolet Blazer EV and Equinox EV for 2025. That ain't good.
Nope.
Inactive airbags may fail to deploy. Silverado, 4,500, 5,500, 6,500 for 2024. Every BMW known to man. There is an integrated brake system malfunction. Let's see the year models, 23 and 24. I mean, there's too many to even go through. But if you own a late model BMW, go to safercar.gov and get on there and go, let me see if my car is on there. You type in your VIN number and it'll tell you whether it's being recalled or not. Unintended acceleration in limp mode.
Oh boy.
That's anti
Climactic?
No, it kind of goes against everything. Unintended acceleration in the limp mode in the Volvo VN, whatever that is.
Oh.
Difficulty steering. We did this story because of steering gearbox damage. Acuras and Hondas, 22 to 25 model years is too many to mention here, but I would say that you guys need to check it out. Again, safercar.gov. And then high voltage battery terminal or bus bar may break.
Uh-oh.
Again, hello, for the Honda CR-V hybrid for 2023. Electric. The bus bar. It doesn't say how. I knew that get your attention.
We live down here on the Gulf Coast, so we got a lot of saltwater effects.
Yes.
Next week, one of our guests is going to be talking about saltwater effects on EV batteries.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Aren't they sealed?
Well, they're supposed to be, but salt doesn't do well with batteries.
Salt has no.
Today's In Wheel Time Car Talk Show is sponsored by the group of original Lupi Tortilla restaurants in Houston, Beaumont, and College Station, Gulf Coast Auto Shield, along with Pro-Am Auto Accessories. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues after this.
Pro-Am Auto Accessories has been serving Houston's auto enthusiasts since 1984, providing world-class products for sports cars, European sedans, and American muscle. Pro-Am is known as the place to go to find exclusive and hard-to-find parts and accessories. Pro-Am is one of the very first distributors in the USA for brands such as Recaro, Redline, Momo, Corbo, and Simpson. Located in the heart of Houston's premier retail and service corridor, the Galleria area, Pro-Am's walk-in storefront includes an 8,000-square-foot warehouse, showroom, and installation bays. Pro-Am not only sells parts and accessories, but also offers installation and service. Pro-Am is now reaching a worldwide audience through Pro-Am.com, taking its local reputation to the rest of the world. At Pro-Am Auto, you'll be dealing with a small group of professionals who truly want to help you with your automotive needs. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, call and Pro-Am will lend you a hand. Pro-Am Auto, 6125 Richmond at Green Ridge in Houston's Galleria area. Call them at 713-781-7755. The fabulous Hemi Hideout is having an open house, and you're invited. Mark your calendar for Saturday, November 9th, 10:30 to 12:30, and make a reservation today for a 2-hour opportunity to see an eye-popping tribute to American muscle cars, a collection of neon signs that'll dazzle, all in a venue like no other in the country. Entry to this rare Hemi Hideout open house is by reservation only, 713-825-2555. The $10 cash donation per person is matched and given to Brookshire Charities. See you November 9th at the Hemi Hideout, and Will Time will be there too.
It's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show again at the Back to the Past Car Show, presented by Spring Branch Senior High Museum Foundation. Just ahead, another guest from today's event. Jeff has the cruise-in and events calendars, and we'll have stories making automotive news this week. This program is sponsored by VFW Post 8790 and its auxiliary, working to vitalize and unite the Houston community and its veterans. No veteran is left behind. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin.
We do.
Our chief engineer and bottle washer, David Ainsley. That's David Ainsley.
For those that didn't know.
I'm Joe Schmo.
Okay. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for being you, Joe.
It's a beautiful day.
It is.
And it's a great car show here. We've got a lot of people walking around, taking a look at all the rides out here. They're currently being judged, and they will give away the trophies. That is coming up, and I think about 1:30
Correct.
this
Something
afternoon.
like that. Yep.
Top 15 awarded, and People's Choice, the Spring Branch Senior High School Foundation Choice, the most horsepower, most original, and best interior.
That's right.
Those are some of the awards that they're going to be handing out today. And it doesn't cost you anything to come and look. We're over here in Spring Branch, and the address is 9016 Westview, the original site of Spring Branch High School, which was torn down, in the 80s, I think. Anyway.
And we're behind the building. You'll see the flags out front on Westview. Come around the back of the parking lot. That's where the party's at.
There you go. So, Mr. Mars, why don't you introduce us to our next guest?
Yeah.
If you didn't notice this gorgeous 1979
I was over there.
Camaro.
I was looking at it.
Yeah. The tunnel ram. You don't see the tunnel rams
You might
very
have to
often.
wipe it down.
No, because the way that the hood is cut, you don't know whether that's a supercharger on there
Yeah.
or not.
Or just a blower.
But the tip off is when it's running. You don't hear
Yeah.
the zzz.
Yeah, you don't hear the bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is Sergio Azcuy.
That's close enough.
How do you pronounce it?
Azcuy.
Azcuy. I was trying to.
He's from
that's my-
Naperville. He's
I
from
missed
East
my
Side.
Canadian thing, I guess.
Yeah.
That's it. Sergio.
Yes, sir.
Nice
It's
car.
it's a very nice
you.
car.
Thank
You've done yourself proud, sir.
I've done the whole car myself.
You did it all.
Yeah, pretty much all that car's been done myself. 10 years in the making.
Wow.
Well, it's beautiful.
Do you have a shop
Thank
or
you.
just a garage?
Yeah, no, we have a shop. Rollins Paint and Body Shop, and that's what we do. We do old car restorations, and we've been in business for over
And where
40
is that?
years. We're on the north side of town.
Okay.
Yeah, Shepherd
What's
and
the name
Tilbury
of it?
area.
You're a North Sider.
North Sider.
You're
yes.
up there on the north side.
Roland's Paint and Body.
Roland.
Because we've been getting everybody from Alvin lately.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, we're North Sider. Been there for a long time.
I love the big Tuttle Ram manifold on it.
I love the big tires.
And what carburetors are those?
Those are 650s. I'm sorry, 650s. They're been built by Da Vinci carburetors, racing carburetors. The engine has been built by Bremer Racing. It's a small block 406 stroker motor, running about 800 horsepower at the wheels, and it will sit you back in the seat.
Well, but let's talk. Wait just a minute. Let's talk about those wheels. You just kind of You just kind of blew that off. What is that? About 3 feet wide on each wheel?
They're about 21 inches wide,
Yeah.
33 inches tall. Yeah, they're the biggest.
So in other words, there's hardly any axle left in there.
Pretty much, it's only
Little stubs.
Yeah, little stubs, pretty much. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, did you cut that rear axle yourself?
No, that's what started the whole thing. I bought the rear end at a swap meet. That's what started the whole thing. I got to start somewhere, so I bought the rear end, cut down right with the gears in it. It's got 456 gears.
Oh my God,
new,
456 gears.
In it. Yeah.
And what kind of transmission it's got in
It's
it?
got a 700 R4 behind it.
That's like buying a bottle of Coke and figuring out what whiskey goes with it.
Yeah,
No, it's like buy a bottle of Coke and then a bag of peanuts and pour it in
Yeah, see what
shoot
comes
out
up. See what comes out. That's what started the whole thing. And I bought the rear end for $200 at a swap meet, already built up already. So I went down and I started. I was there for 6 months learning how to do the back half in that car. Wow. I cut the back half of the car from the back seats to the back of the car. I cut everything out, and I bought a subframe for the back. I subframed it, subframe connectors and stuff.
Because the original, you with that kind of horsepower, it would
blow tires.
Yeah. Well, that and twist the whole thing up.
Yeah.
If it ever hooked up, you'd have just.
If it ever hooked up, yeah, and that's why the reason I put the subframe connectors in there to connect the front frame to the back frame, so that thing takes off like a rocket. I mean, it does not move.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, it runs straight. And
I've never seen those carburetors before.
Yeah, Da Vinci. Well, those are they're made by Da Vinci. He rebuilt them carburetors for me, and he does all the racing carburetors.
Wow.
Yeah. He
Very
does.
cool.
He does the. He's. They had chokes in them and everything. He said, "We don't need that. We don't need that. He don't need that." He took all the stuff out of it. Whatever, dude. Whatever you think. And he rejetted them and stuff specifically for that motor because he works with Freeman Racing over there too, and they made that motor and the car's just for that motor specifically for it. And another friend of mine did the transmission, and it holds up to 1,000 horsepower in that transmission. So it's all built up the right way.
What's the compression ratio in that motor?
That thing is running at 12.5 to 1. Yeah, it's 40 over. It's got equal rod. Well, it's got a Carrillo rods in it. It's got an equal crank, a 4340 crank under it. It's got the trick four heads on it, 206 valves on it. That thing is nasty.
And pump gas.
Yeah. Well, right now it runs on pump gas. Right now I got 104 octane in it right now.
I was going to say because you're going to have to use some booster with that compression ratio.
Yeah. So, but it runs good on pump gas. 93 octane. It runs fine with it. But I put a little bit in it yesterday, just so you can smell it coming to the parking lot, just to have fun in it. You can smell it, that racing fuel coming through it.
That thing is
bad. It crackles more too.
It's like the kid with his eyes closed. Oh, it smells like Sergio driving.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you can smell it. It'll burn your eyes a little bit. Yeah, but she's nice, and it runs good in the street.
I love the emblem on the front fender there, Pro Street.
Yeah, the Pro Street.
Instead of
just put them on yesterday.
Nice.
I just put them on yesterday.
Well,
man.
I noticed them.
Yeah, you noticed them.
Is that a root beer brown?
No, that is a burgundy, custom-made burgundy.
Burgundy,
but
okay.
it flip-flops, and it's
say,
got a red pearl on top of it.
It looks brown from this direction.
Yeah, it looks brown. You hit the other side, you see it. Yeah,
almost got
Have
a
you
red
purple.
Yeah.
Have you ever had that thing on the drag strip?
Not yet. I'm afraid to. I'm afraid to hit the
You
wall
wanna-
and then
or break it,
everything's
yeah.
gone. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I break it. I got the deep pockets like that. So it's just
Yeah.
it's a conversation starter. I like coming out to car shows and talk to the guys out here and just
You might give a little fun
enjoy.
every now and then.
Yeah, when it's fun, I get into it a little bit. But
Yeah.
I might take it to the track. To see what it does. But I got a big block 468% going in that car with the supercharger on top. Yeah, that's next year's. It's in at the shop already for it, but I said I ain't doing it this year. I'm gonna try to put it in this show, and then it's going to the Autorama.
We all want to be you.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to be me.
You got a young lady with you. Does she drive it?
That's my wife. She's driven that car one time, and it scared her. Yeah.
Okay.
She let go of the steering wheel. I said, no, park. Yeah. I said, no, you need to park the car. Get out. But she drives. I let her drive. It's not a big deal.
Well, I just took delivery. I get a different car every week, and so to test drive, and I just got this one on Thursday. It's the Ford F-150 Raptor R.
It's over there.
It's got 700 plus horsepower in it.
Yeah, I
and I tromped on it right after I got it just to see. It scared me.
Yeah, it'll sit you back.
No, but I mean, I'm afraid that if I kept my foot in it, that I'd lose control of it.
Yeah,
I'm not that good.
Yeah, you're not that good.
No.
I raced one like that the other day, just a little off the line on Shepherd. I was driving my car down Shepherd, and he pulled next to me with the Raptor. He wants to race.
Well, that was probably the twin turbo V6.
Yeah.
This one here's got the V8.
Oh, the V8 in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I took off the line. I let him go for a little bit, and I stomped on it. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. You're still here and trying to catch up to me. You ain't catching up, brother.
Yeah.
And I didn't even give it full throttle.
I've never seen the car. Clearly, we haven't run into each other.
Yeah. No.
Oddly enough.
Yeah.
So we've got some more car shows coming up. We want you to come out to Tailpipes and Tacos.
It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bringing her on. Like I said, it's been in hibernation for 4 years since COVID. I had the car parked at the shop, and since all that happened, no car show. So I took the engine apart, put a bigger cam. I had a 488 lift in it. I put a 501 lift in it now.
Of course you did.
Yeah. I'm gonna
That's what you do.
I opened the exhaust more. I put 3-inch exhaust under it, and I redid the seats inside, redid the dashboard and stuff on it. I did a couple of things to the car, and the car's won 5 first-place trophies on it already.
Wow.
So it's been out. Yeah. So it's been pretty good.
Is Daddy proud?
Daddy's proud.
Daddy's proud.
Daddy's proud.
So what's your daily
He's not
driver?
with us, but he's
the daddy.
Yeah. My daily driver is a 2015 GMC Denali.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my daily driver. And I got 2 other cars that I'm working on. I got a 67 Impala 2-door hardtop that I'm working on, and I got a 64 Impala that I bought for my wife, and that's going to be a Pro Mod. 64 2-door hardtop that I'm working on that for her.
And you got to Pro Mod it?
Yeah, Pro Mod it.
But wait a minute.
Well, it's
See,
gonna
let's
be
go to the steering
not a
wheel.
Pro Mod, but it's gonna be one of those street mod fixed 6.2 engine and stuff in it.
Okay.
Yeah. One
Like
of
a
those street
resto
mods.
mod.
Yeah,
Drivable
resto
for
mods,
her.
exactly. More of a
Drivable
resto mod.
for her.
Drivable for
Yeah.
her, AC and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
This has no AC in it. People put AC in it. Nope, not my car. It's gonna weigh me down.
Not this
Slow
car.
me down. Yeah, it's gonna slow me down. But so so I'm building that up for her, and my 67 Impala that I'm building up and stuff right now too. This would be just a stock original car. I got the interior radio done and stuff on it, so if you put a paint job on it and get her to drive it out.
There you
driver.
go.
Yeah,
Next
yeah,
one,
yeah, yeah.
so she'll be
Nice.
following me out to the car shows
That's
next.
beautiful.
So you
Yeah.
got a lot of polished aluminum under the hood to go along with some chrome. Did you do that, or somebody do?
All the aluminum it was bought.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
bought it pretty much. bought all
Bolt-on
that
stuff?
Yeah, bolt-on stuff. Yeah,
I like what makes the front unique is that grill.
yeah,
That-
yeah.
Definitely,
Bit
yeah.
of grill.
It's not the honeycomb Camaro style.
No, yeah, the Camaro
blocked.
style plastic grill.
Yeah.
And that grill they don't sell anymore, so I'm trying to keep that one in good shape.
Yeah.
They don't sell it no more at all.
them polished
yeah,
up
keep
and
it
all
polished
that.
up because they don't sell that
Keep
grill
the
no more
lugs
at all.
all over.
Probably
too.
find somebody to make one for you, but it would be outrageous.
Yeah, it'd be outrageous. Yeah.
yeah.
So that's my grill, and I keep on there, and that's staying on there. Yeah. I've had a hard time finding that grill, and I found it, and they don't make them anymore. Another guy wanted that grill, and I said, man, they don't make them no more. They make a little cheap one.
So that's what you do for a living? You're a technician? You work on cars?
I
or
work on cars. That's what I do. That's my living. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I do. Yeah.
your own shop or where at?
My brother owns his own shop, and I work at the shop with
Well,
him.
let's
We
give your
kinda
brother a
own it up.
shout out. I mean, what,
Yeah,
where is
Roland's Paint and Body Shop. He's out in Arizona right now playing ball. That's what he does.
Oh.
67 years old, and he's out there playing hardball.
Wow.
But that's what he does, and that's what keeps him young. Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
So he's out there
More
playing
power
ball.
to
so,
him.
Yeah.
Yep. And the guy here at Steel Horse Cookers, that's a buddy of ours, and we painted that trailer, as a matter of fact. And there's a sign on the side of the trailer there too.
I'll be darned.
with our
I'm
Small
looking for
world.
somebody to put a harmonic balancer on my 01 Corvette LS1.
LS1. We can do it. We can do it.
You can do it.
I can do it. We can do it.
Because, you got to pull the steering rack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have to pull the steering rack, and there's a trick to getting it back on there.
That's the whole thing.
And the problem is that it's a two-piece harmonic balancer,
Mm-hmm.
and the car is 22, 23 years old now.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid that it's going to come apart.
Yeah.
And when they start walking off of the, it'll tear up the motor.
Yeah, it'll tear everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's my next goal that I have to do.
There's the 60 Impala out here too that we did that car.
The black one?
The black one. We did that
Yeah, I
with
couldn't
that shop.
find the driver.
Yeah, Joe Reyes. He's around here somewhere.
Joe Reyes?
Yeah, Joe Reyes. Yeah,
Joe Reyes, if you're within,
Joe Reyes.
can you see us,
Calling
Joe?
Joe Reyes.
Calling Joe
Calling Joe
Reyes.
Reyes.
You have a lost child at the in-wheel time booth.
That's it.
Yeah,
well,
we
dude,
did
I
that car.
just stuck my head underneath that, and let me tell you something. That's some really nice work you've done back there. That rear end, ooh,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah, a lot of work in that car.
Yeah, you
and
can
all
tell.
the floorboard in that car was all handmade. I did
And
all
dude,
that by
all
hand.
the tolerances is so tight back there.
Yes, it's tight, but it doesn't move. It goes
Well,
right straight. It does that back end.
No,
it's
it
all
can't
four-link
move.
suspension behind it.
A
It
to
does not
B.
move. Yeah, it's A to B. Yeah, it does not move. That thing is just, just right
Well, I
there
know
at
you
the
got to be
doors.
proud, dude, because that is one sweet car.
Yeah, yeah. A long time. I owned that car for about 30 years. I've owned that car.
Really?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
We
I've
want
owned
to
that
see
car
you
for a long
joining us at other events as well.
It's
We
a
will.
two-seat Camaro, by the way.
Two-seat, yes, it's a two-seater.
And I want to know where you got those seats. What are those seats from?
Those are pro car seats.
Pro car.
Pro cars. Yeah, yeah.
What do you got in yours? Your vet?
Corbos.
Corbos.
Oh, the Carbos.
Yeah.
Yeah, high backs. I used to have the Carbo style on that one, and I didn't like it because I couldn't see back.
Well, and his it fits. I mean, his works because
Yeah,
it's
his
a
works.
Corvette.
Yeah. You really can't see back anyway.
Right.
Regardless. yeah.
true.
So who needs the back end?
You don't need to look
But
behind
yeah,
you.
you didn't look behind you. But I needed to see behind me when parking and stuff, and I couldn't see. I used to have a rear view camera behind it and stuff, and I took that out. But I put the lower seats. It's more comfortable. More comfortable in there.
Gotcha.
I like them. Yeah, and it's got a the seatbelt in there. It's a four
Harness.
harness. On it. Yeah,
Four-point,
yeah,
yeah.
4-point harness in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but it does good. Man. I love my
It's
car.
a beautiful car,
Thank you.
inside
Thank
and
you.
out.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
It's getting a lot of
Thank
attention right here.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Absolutely.
been getting a lot of attention.
I
That
think they
car.
were asking for autographs. They were looking for your driver there.
Even down the streets and the road and stuff, people videotaping. Hey.
What's your wife's name?
Videotaping. Maria.
Maria, nice
Yes,
to
Maria.
meet you.
Yeah.
That's my wife.
Well, sorry
Good
you had to
stuff.
have us in
Yeah.
this interview, but, comes with the territory.
It comes to the territory.
Sergio, it's a pleasure.
Man, I thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very
for
much.
having me here.
We appreciate you.
Congratulations.
And,
Beautiful
we'll be looking
automobile.
for you at Tailpipes and Tacos.
And
We will
other
be there.
stuff.
We will be there.
Bring the car out.
I will be there. I will
Because
be
you'll be
there.
the hit. Promise you.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd like to remind everybody that the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available 24/7 through the iHeartRadio app. Just look for In-Wheel Time Car Talk. Grab a podcast anytime from your favorite podcast provider. We also video stream our live 2-hour weekly show on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. Going to be 3 hours today because we give them a little bonus. In-Wheel Time Car Talk continues right after this quick break.
Tacos again at the Tailpipes and Tacos pre-holiday cruise-in. It's been a while, but the popular Tailpipes and Tacos cruise-in returns to the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, Saturday, November 16th. Bring a new unwrapped toy and get a free breakfast taco. Toys will be donated to Toys for Tots and Houston Children's Charity. Get to the best and one of the last cruise-ins of the year. Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, November 16th, 8 to 11 a.m. Cruise in, donate a new unwrapped toy, and grab a free Lupi Tortilla breakfast taco. Tailpipes and Tacos only happens at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, 703 West Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of the Katy Freeway. It's the end of the year car show season, and what better way to celebrate than with a free taco and camaraderie at Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, November 16th, 8 to 11 a.m. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. Bring a toy, get a free Lupi taco, and feel good about heading into the holiday season at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy. Your car is a direct reflection of you, so don't be satisfied with color fade or a dingy, dull appearance. Get rid of those terrible automated car wash scratches. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your Save the Paint company. John Gray and his team of detailing experts can help your cars finish without a full repaint. Searching for the real experts in window tint or windshield protection? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Dash cams, radar detectors, Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Got a new car? Get that thing protected as soon as you take delivery. If you don't know which of the multitude of protection products to go with, John Gray will give you an honest opinion and won't sell you something you don't need or can't afford. John will help you understand the many options and pricing right on the spot. He's your guy to have your ride looking its best and protected too. See the state-of-the-art shop yourself. Free tours anytime. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is easy to get to, located just south of the Southwest Freeway on the Sam Houston Parkway. Gulf Coast Auto Shield, full-service luxury car care today, and online at gcautoshield.com.
Our fall car shows and cruise-ins remotes continue on In-Wheel Time, our next event. Hemi Hideout Open House.
Yeah, buddy.
That's November the 9th. Holiday kickoff, Tailpipes and Tacos, November 16th, followed by the Get Ready for the Road Trip Cruise-In at Gulf Coast Auto Shield on December the 7th. We hope you'll stop by the In-Wheel Time remote broadcast booth and say hello. All right, time now to check in on the cruise-ins and events. I
Well,
didn't mean to.
yeah,
I
that's
didn't mean
okay.
to
No,
blow
you're fine. You're perfectly okay, because I was going to say the same thing. Not that well, but I would have said the same thing.
Oh, stop.
But today's Saturday, or next Saturday, I should say, you got the 5-0 car show in Rosenberg. It helps support the Rosenberg Police Explorers. Presented by
5-0.
5-0, yeah. It's October 26th. Starts at 10 a.m. in Rosenberg, and this event is an opportunity for the local Rosenberg Police Explorers to help them out, to give them more information. They've got local rides there, people bringing in their cars. You can contact Tim Kraus at T Kraus at Rosenberg. RosenbergTX.gov. It's at 3825 Highway 36 in Rosenberg. It starts at 10 a.m. You got a lot of trunk or treats coming on because it is Halloween. You got a trunk or treat. You got Boo Bashes coming up, which is very cool.
Bash.
A Boo Bash trunk or treat. Put on your costume down. Head over to the Civic Center Plaza in Lake Jackson, which is a good little drive, too. Boo Bash trunk or treat. Down by Angleton. This event features carnival games, rides for the kids, treats, a good adult kid costume contest.
Hey, let's go down there and do some carnival treats.
We could, yeah. I've tasted your carnival treats. Anyways, it's at 33.
Those gummies did it for you, didn't they?
333 Highway.
Gummy treats.
333 Highway 332 East in Lake Jackson. So be there. It starts at 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. And a lot of stuff going on for Halloween. Be careful out there if you're driving, obviously. But we got Boo Bashes and trunk or treats galore.
Okay.
A couple of costume guys right here. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
Okay.
All right.
Let us do.
Let
us entertain
you. You got headlines, don't you?
Well, I got that, and then the cruise in. Oh, you just did cruise in.
Yeah.
Events. Duh.
We're good.
Yeah, I've got headlines.
So our next guest
Let's see if I
on
can.
his way.
All right, perfect.
Let's see if I can make myself mad all over again. I've been doing that a lot with these.
You talk about Stellantis again?
Hey, let me see if I can give you a hand.
Okay. Well, oddly enough, it's the story. Stellantis is hauling employees back to the office.
Told you.
Walking back a work-from-home policy after a profit warning prompted a shakeup at the car maker's top management. We've been talking about that. The maker of Jeeps and Fiats now wants staff in the office 3 days a week on average, a major change from its previous 70% remote work policy. In the U.S., CEO Carlos Tavares.
Oh, boy.
We're just going to start calling him Carl. Oh, Carl, you've done it again, you
Carl,
idiot.
Come on.
Has been in talks with Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, your fan, about keeping its North American headquarters open in the Detroit suburb of Auburn Hills.
David?
Carl has struck a defiant tone since pledging fixes in the key U.S. market and jettisoning executives, including his CFO.
But you know, he has jettisoned his salary.
And he hasn't jettisoned himself.
No.
Because that's going to be done for him eventually.
No, I think they said he's going out in 26. He's going out if they let him stay that long.
My guess is that he'll be gone before then.
If they're, yeah.
Mike, you know, I wasn't doing this car show back during all of the GM and Chrysler problems back in the day, and even Ford had some problems as well. But I have never seen a car company go down the toilet as fast as this one. Oh, we're going to build nothing but electric cars. But we're not going to continue building our bread and butter that we've made for years that's still selling by the thousands and thousands and thousands, the Challenger, the Charger, the cars that were really popular with everybody. We're not going to build those anymore. Matter of fact, we're going to start now.
It just shows you that the decisions you make reflect not only on you, but either the company or everyone involved.
Well, at that level, when you make those kind of decisions, those kind of millions and billion-dollar decisions, you got to have a little bit of common sense. You can't just sit there and say, well, we're going to throw out everything and we're going to start from scratch.
To satisfy an entity, the government.
Well, and that's really where it's coming from.
That and the bean counters.
Well, the government's saying you got to do this, and so he jumped in and head over heels. And anyway, we're not going to talk about politics.
Well, I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about an idiot that's running a major car manufacturer that's costing people thousands and thousands of people their jobs.
Absolutely, and it doesn't make sense on any level, particularly if you're supposed to be that smart. You're worth $30 million a year. Never mind.
Okay,
Dak Prescott comes to mind.
Yeah. I got to.
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't they pay him $30 million a year?
Well, it was more than that.
What I think they got a
300 million.
500 record right now.
Yeah, $1 billion.
They got their butts beat by like triple digits almost
Yes,
last
they
week.
did.
That was pretty awesome.
And then the television cameras showed Jerry with his minions walking behind him, and he had kind of a glum look on his face as he was getting ready to go into the locker room. I can only imagine what transpired in there.
Well, I did hear the story, and I don't know how true the story is, but there was a family, they were separating, a couple were separating, and they had a small child, and the judge wanted to know from the child what parent he wanted to live with, and the judge asked the little person, and they said, you want to live with your mom? And no, my mom beats me. Oh, that's terrible. You want to live with your dad? No, my dad beats me. Who do you want to live with? I want to live with the Cowboys because they can't beat anybody. Boom, cha.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
There you go.
We all needed that, didn't we? You needed that too, didn't you, David? Yeah, you did. You got it anyway, whether you needed it or not.
And
I like it.
It was. I don't know if it's a true story or not.
Well, we're just make believe that it is.
It's true until somebody proves it different.
That's right. Well, we have a brief moment here. I did want to remind everybody that we are at the Back to the Past car show. It is presented by the Spring Branch Senior High School Foundation, and they support the museum that is here on the property. All the important buildings and people and all that's behind us here.
Right.
And we're on Westview, 9016 Westview. So if you come down here, the show lasts until 2, and we will be here until Juan. We're doing what? Why do you have something underneath the front seat of the car or what? she's got. I just got to say, no drinking on school property.
No, okay, can't do that.
Yeah,
you get suspended for that.
Anyway, so this show runs until 2:00. Judging awards will be presented at 1:30. So you got time to come down. If you ain't doing nothing, come on down.
And why is it every time we show up to one of these places, people offer us liquor? Why is that?
Because they see you and think, oh, dear God, let's have a drink.
Probably.
Drive me to drink.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Driving to drink.
Drive me to drink, I guess, is the only thing.
In your hot rod Lincoln.
Yeah. There you go.
There's a line in the song.
I think there's one over there.
Never mind.
Lincoln.
Oh,
Sorry.
nice.
There's a very nice Chevy 2 parked over here.
Yeah,
I guess
we're going to get to that right after the top of the hour.
Okay.
You got to get to that.
All right.
Yep.
I believe that's the same model as Stan's, except Stan's is a coupe.
Yeah.
And this is a convertible.
And who's the one that, I can't think of his name, the fireman.
Fireman Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a 67.
Yeah.
He's over there.
He's here. All these Nova and Chevy 2 people know each other.
I know. And they're great people.
Well,
I used to have a Nova.
If you're talking about Jackie Hansen, I'm not sure
Jackie
about
Hansen.
that. But
Well, he has a Nova. We can say that.
Well, if he's got a Nova, he's a great guy.
Nova and Chevy 2s,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I
Fuzzy dice.
really like that body style.
I do too.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to talk to him here in just a minute at the top of the hour. But anyway, this show doesn't cost anything to come look. And people love talking about their cars, and you can ask questions and all of that good stuff. There's an Edsel here. You don't see too many of those anymore. Kind of like the Corvair.
Well, I saw one roll through earlier.
Didn't quite cut it.
It kind of rattled when it went through. I don't know.
Corvair?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
You were doing something on your show part there.
Yeah. So at any rate, awards here at this show, top 15 awarded and People's Choice. Spring Branch Senior High School Foundation Choice Award, Most Horsepower Award, Most Original Award, and Best Interior Award. So those are some of the trophies that they're going to hand out. That'll be at 1:30. So if you're listening and you're basically anywhere on the west side of town, stop by.
Yeah. Come look.
Yeah, it's a beautiful neighborhood over here.
Not a cloud in the sky. Will you believe that? Look at that.
Temperature is ideal.
I know.
And
What's your temp, Mike? You got your temp?
You can actually see us today, as opposed to last week's show that we did down at Stevenson Park. You couldn't see us because
It was a good show, but we had
The-
issues with lighting.
Lighting issues.
No,
yeah.
we had no lighting issues.
It's 77 degrees, yeah, because we didn't have any lighting.
Nice
right.
breeze, 77 degrees.
So I said, we're going to sit out in the sunshine today, and we are.
It's a really nice day to be sitting out in the sunshine.
It really is. You get a little redneck tan on your neck.
There you go. In other places.
Well,
There are
sir,
policemen here, Jeff,
You just
so be
need
careful.
to. You
I
just,
almost was going to wear a hat today.
You just need
Oh,
to
that.
stay
Okay,
dressed.
that end.
That
Hey, we'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email. The address here is info@inwheeltime.com. We've got more of the show coming up right after this quick break.
Pro-Am Auto Accessories has been serving Houston's auto enthusiasts since 1984, providing world-class products for sports cars, European sedans, and American muscle. Pro-Am is known as the place to go to find exclusive and hard-to-find parts and accessories. Pro-Am is one of the very first distributors in the USA for brands such as Recaro, Redline, Momo, Corbo, and Simpson. Located in the heart of Houston's premier retail and service corridor, the Galleria area, Pro-Am's walk-in storefront includes an 8,000 square foot warehouse, showroom, and installation bays. Pro-Am not only sells parts and accessories, but also offers installation and service. Pro-Am is now reaching a worldwide audience through Pro-Am.com, taking its local reputation to the rest of the world. At Pro-Am Auto, you'll be dealing with a small group of professionals who truly want to help you with your automotive needs. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, call and Pro-Am will lend you a hand. Pro-Am Auto, 6125 Richmond at Green Ridge in Houston's Galleria area. Call them at 713-781-7755. The fabulous Hemi Hideout is having an open house, and you're invited. Mark your calendar for Saturday, November 9th, 10:30 to 12:30, and make a reservation today for a 2-hour opportunity to see an eye-popping tribute to American muscle cars, a collection of neon signs that'll dazzle, all in a venue like no other in the country. Entry to this rare Hemi Hideout open house is by reservation only, 713-825-2555. The $10 cash donation per person is matched and given to Brookshire Charities. See you November 9th at the Hemi Hideout, and Will Time will be there too. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.